Hi guys, it's Holly. If you're new, welcome to my channel, and if you're not new, then welcome back to my channel. I want to start off this video by saying I have a new baby. This is Daisy. She is the newest addition. She, again, looks like a wiener dog. I don't really know what she is, but she's precious, and Dutch and Dash really like her, so I think she's a perfect fit for us. She's blonde like her mama, and she's precious. If I seem nervous throughout this video or just kind of, you know, it's because anxiety is a real thing with me, and talking about it is one of the things that I don't like to physically talk about. Like, I can text it all day, you know, but I do not like to, it flusters me, but I do think that it is so important to get this information out to you guys. I know somebody needs this. I know that I'm sorry guys, I know that somebody needs to hear this, so whoever you are, I hope this helps you. And so I'm sorry if I'm like fidgety throughout the video. It's just a part of anxiety. If you have anxiety, you'll get it. Psychotherapist that reached out to me, her name is Isabel Navida. I do believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% positive, but she is licensed, and she will teach you things throughout this course that you may probably not know, or coping methods that you may not know with your anxiety, because there were a couple that I stumbled upon that you'd think I would know after having anxiety for so many years, but I didn't. So I found this so helpful, and this is 100% my honest opinion. I'm not being paid to say anything. I just have a commission link if you do sign up for it. And she is going to have other courses available. I believe one is called Warrior Not Worrier is one of them, and I can't remember the other ones. That one just stood out to me. But yeah, she is a very sweet lady. She has a soothing voice. You're really gonna love her. So I'll link everything in the description. Okay, so you may hear whimpering in the background. I'm sorry. Like I said, I just got a new baby, and if you're a dog mom, then you know. So this video is actually about how to manage your anxiety. I did a mental health video a while, well, it was probably my third or fourth video. I'll link it down below, but I actually got an email from a cognitive behavioral therapist, and she asked me to take her course. I did get to take it for free. And learn the different ways of coping with anxiety, and the different methods to how to bring yourself into peace with it. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing that with you guys throughout this video. So if you're interested in how to keep your anxiety managed, then keep watching. So basically, I have dealt with anxiety since I was in the 2nd grade. And it's been a lifelong struggle. Also, it's gotten better, and then, you know, it's been back and forth. But this past year has been particularly hard. And I feel like anxiety needs to be talked about more, because yeah, it is talked about, mental health is talked about, but it's not as enough as it should be. I think just like a diabetic that needs insulin, you know, mental health needs care too. So I took the course. It is called Self-Care Skills, and it's great. It tells you how to it goes through the stages of how you need to understand anxiety, what anxiety is, how to overcome it, or not necessarily overcome it, but know what it is and how to basically calm yourself down. She also has courses that will be released this year, and in the course that I just watched, she had a worksheet, and like I said, she had several other, a couple other methods for anxiety. I'm gonna grab my notebook because I had written some stuff down I want to share with you guys. So a couple things I had written down from the courses was not to be hard on yourself when you have an anxiety attack or when you're anxious, because then you're going to feel two different feelings. You're going to feel discouraged and you're going to feel anxious. So even if you've had months of progress and then you have an anxiety attack, you can't be like, oh man, like all this work for nothing, because then you're going to feel disappointment and anxious. And then that's just going to snowball. And I'm a big snowballer. Like once I get thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, so that's something that I took. Don't treat it as an enemy, because in real life, when you have somebody that you think of as an enemy and you keep, feeding that, they keep going with it. So just accept it for what it is. Know that you're not in danger. And then this, I didn't even realize this was a thing. It's called the STOP method, and it is stop, take a step back, observe, and proceed with your best interest. And she gets more into detail into that in the courses online. And then, of course, there's the grounding technique, which is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, where there's 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. So that's something with anxiety that I've done when I'm in panic attacks, or she also talks about cold water, splashing cold water on your face if you're having a panic attack. I've had to do that before. There was one point I had a panic attack so bad I had to crawl to my dog's water bowl and splash water in my face. So it really those coping mechanisms, whatever works for you, there's different things that work for different people. Anxiety is just not a one size fits all thing. It's hard. And I'm really glad that I took this course, because there's so much that I learned that I didn't necessarily know. And I do have an affiliate link, and if you use this link, I do get commission, and I'll link it down below, but the course is $35. And like I said, it does come with a worksheet, several different videos that teach you how to manage your anxiety, telling you what your anxiety is, things like that. So personally, I think it's well worth it. I think that also she has such a calming voice, so sweet. She's just everything you could want in a therapist. And also, that's another thing, therapy is expensive. If you don't have insurance, therapy's gonna be up there. And I know that's not an option for a lot of people. And it's not like a one-on-one thing where you're gonna be able to talk to her like on Skype or anything. But to me, it feels like you really are sitting down with a therapist. This is coming from somebody who has a therapist, and you're talking or you're listening to what they're saying. So my best advice when doing this is to get a notebook, write some stuff down. Write the things down that you think are gonna help you the most and go over them. Just, to look back on. Of course, if you pay the $35, you're gonna get the whole thing, but it's important to also visualize it and listen to it, which is what I did. I wrote the things down. I think my thing was to not judge yourself when you have anxiety, because it's the hardest. because you feel like you've come over this, and then you get hit with one of those bad days, and you're like, damn, like I've worked so hard, you know, and then you get this feeling of disappointment, and I've been there. Like, I've personally been there. If you know me, you know that my anxiety it sucks. And, you know, I believe there's different methods for everybody. You know, medication is for some people, therapy is for some people, medication and therapy. That happens to be my route. That I take. Some people don't believe in medication, some people don't want to do therapy, and it's all personal preference. It's something you should talk to your doctor about, but I will say that this course is great, and it took me about a week to complete it, to really soak it all up. So I will leave the link in the description below. I'll also leave the link about my mental health video down below. And like I said, I really, I want you guys to be able to understand your anxiety if you're going through it. So I know what it's like to feel like you don't understand what's going on in your own head, and that is the scariest thing ever. But I highly, highly suggest you check this out. Like I said, I'll link everything down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.